case briefs, and so much more. LSData's got what you're looking for.
In a 1976 ruling of a complex property case, King v. Wenger, the Kansas Supreme Court held that not all agreements constitute a legally binding contract, especially when it comes to real estate sales. More often than not, an official contract, written and signed by all concerned parties, is necessary to seal the deal. At the crux of the case was a failed plot to purchase a vast 160-acre property nestled in Brown County, Kansas. The would-be buyer offered a sum of $16,000, only to find the deal scuppered due to disagreements over the terms of a formal contract. The property was co-owned by a trio: Ethel Wenger, a life estate holder, and her daughters Lorraine Wenger and Lorene Ralston. The story took an intriguing turn when the buyer was engaged to appraise the property. Instead, he expressed an interest in owning it. Ethel Wenger decided to sell her stake in the property, and the buyer, alongside Lorraine Wenger, consulted Lorene Ralston over the phone to discuss the terms of the sale. After the discussion, an agreement was drafted, but crucially, it lacked the signatures of all parties, rendering it insufficient. Following the fallout, the disgruntled buyer sought to file a lawsuit against the sellers. He aimed for specific performance, a move that would compel the sellers to comply with the terms set forth in the contract. However, the lower court denied the plaintiff's claim, citing the lack of agreement among all co-owners. Subsequently, the case was brought before the Kansas Supreme Court, where the decision of the lower court was affirmed. The Supreme Court ruled that despite the plaintiff's expenses related to the intended purchase of the property, the lack of a fully agreed contract and the non-payment of the earnest money means the initial informal agreement was non-binding. In a world where verbal agreements can often lead to misunderstandings, the Supreme Court ruling underscored the importance of due diligence and formal written agreements in any real estate deals.
Case briefs, and so much more. LSData's got what you're looking for. Visit lsd.law, elevate your mind. Leave the stress of class.